It's Saturday morning. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to This Week in Dioramas. I am your host, TechChucker. If you aren't familiar with how the show operates, every week I go through Instagram looking for the coolest looking dioramas, and I showcase them right here on the show. Now, if you would like to be showcased in a future episode, all you need to do is upload your diorama pictures to Instagram and tag them with the hashtag ThisweekInDioramas. Now, we've got an awesome show lined up for you today, but before we get into that, did you guys happen to catch? I revealed my latest diorama. I don't get to work on a lot of dioramas, so this one took me a long time. It took me roughly 2 years. And when I finish what I consider a large diorama, I like to do a showcase video. So that is up on my channel right now. I'll leave a link in the description below. Go check it out. This one was very near and dear to my heart because I loved watching the Comic Book Men show on AMC, and when it was canceled, I was so bummed. So I'm like, I need to memorialize the show, so I made the Secret Stash comic book shop, which it is, based in. And so go check that out. Really proud of it. I'm not going to do a showcase of it in here because I like to showcase all of your work, not my work. But my hope is that Kevin Smith will see at least the Instagram post and give it a like. That's what I really hope. It's kind of narcissistic or whatever, that's what I want, but that's what I'm hoping for. So go check it out. Let me know in the comments of that video what you thought, or if you saw it on Instagram, or give it some love if you liked it. But we have a lot lined up for you this week. And first, we need to reveal the winner of last week's fan vote, and your winner is the Mandalorian Dwelling Dio by Wackus Bazaar. Congratulations, you will now be entered into the Grand Championship vote coming at the end of the year. But don't worry, you guys will all have a chance to vote again for your favorite on the community tab on my channel after you're done watching this show. Alrighty, I've got my coffee ready. I hope you do as well, and hopefully Instagram does not go down again. I literally hit the record button a bit ago, and that is exactly when Instagram went down. So hopefully this goes without any issues, because I don't want to do any cuts. So let's jump right on into the first one so we can get through this before Instagram craps out on us again. Starting off with the Shadow Gallery 718. This is an amazing looking diorama. I absolutely love the ambiance of the picture. I love seeing the xenomorph in here. This thing here is really trippy looking. It's some sort of screen portal sort of thing, and I really, really like this. Not sure if this is something that you printed off. It looks like there's a plastic covering, so I have no idea what this is. Let's see if it says in the description. So made this custom diorama for people over at BoobTube Toys. I don't know. So let us know in the comments below what this thing is, what it is. I gotta know. It looks really cool. Everything else has lots of great detail on here. Look at that door. It looks awesome. Some very nice paint work that you've done on there with the weathering. I mean, this is just a really cool looking space diorama. And check this out. That's a cool shot. That is a really nice shot, and I really dig this. Really cool. Great work. Next, coming from Lupus Imperator, this is a medieval armory display piece, and I really like what you did on this. It is really classy looking, it is very clean, and you just did a great job with it. I love the different color bricks that you've got throughout here, and then your stonework, awesome. It just so clean. And let's see, we got a few less of the accessories. You can see like a wainscot sort of wood paneling down there. The wood right up here looks awesome as well. I'm wondering, is this actually the ceiling? This looks like it's a ceiling. Let's see. Ooh, look at the detail on here. You got a nice little mantle sort of thing, or it's like a shelf above the mantle. This is cool. This is really cool. You did a really nice job with the wood. Obviously I don't think this is real wood. I think you carved this out of the foam to make it look like wood. Very nicely done. Look at this. I love the arch going around. That looks really good. The door is awesome. Really nice weathering on there. Awesome job. This looks really, yep, it is. It's a ceiling. And then you've got lights poking down below. That is tight. That is so good. You really nailed it. This is a great piece. Next, coming from Maxi Lopez 4105, Mandalorian Season 2 Tatooine Base Dio. It's 2 massive sections, 30 inches long. That's pretty long. Still a couple of pipes, etc. to add, but this thing is looking really good. I love the paintwork that you did on here. The weathering looks so nice. This is perfectly timed for Season 2 of The Mandalorian. I'm super excited for that to come out. We've got our Disney Plus all ready to go, so I can watch it. This is looking very nice. He said that he's got a friend doing some promo sort of pictures in some sort of third-party way. I'm not sure. I don't recall, so I don't want to get too far into the details. If you want to have a few more discussions with him, either hit him up on Instagram or join the Diorama HQ Facebook page. He's on there, and there's a little short discussion that's been going on. So if you have more questions about this, by all means, hit him up, because it is a really cool story that he's got about what his friend is doing with this diorama. It looks amazing. You did a great job. Everything looks awesome. So really cool piece. Next, coming from Dark Mini Room, is a Jon Snow 1/6 scale diorama, and this thing looks really nice. Obviously, this must be some sort of Hot Toys. Yep, it's a Hot Toys figure. This looks awesome. The winter terrain that you've got here, this actually looks like it's ice that's been chipped away. That is awesome. And then these trees, you must have went out, found some branches and whatnot, and it really works very well on this piece. The paint colors all look awesome. I mean, this is just a spectacular display piece for a 1/6 scale diorama or action figure. And check out this horse. Where'd you get this horse from? Did you custom make that? Let's see, custom night horse. Yep, look at that. That is super cool. That is awesome to be able to add in your own customized pieces to go along with your diorama and your action figure. So great job. Next, coming from Rex Cable, they have got all of their Masters of the Universe collection packed away until 2021. I wonder what's going on. You must be moving somewhere at some point. So you've been building dioramas. What a great way to spend your time if you can't do much with your action figures, but to create dioramas. And this is a very nice looking piece. It's got that warmth of, I just like the picture, and then the wallpaper. This really, you know what it reminds me of is it reminds me of Clue, the movie Clue. I know it's not, it has nothing to do with that, but this is a really cool looking diorama. You did a great job with it. Would love to see a few more pictures, but it's really nice what we're seeing. Next is coming from Kaio Dioramas. I'm not sure. So this is one of those groups that it's multiple people. It's like a team in, what do we call it? France, I believe. And so I'm not certain if it actually is Dioramas who made this, but we'll move on. We'll just pretend that it is, and maybe it is. So go check them out. This is a phenomenal piece. So it's a Poseidon. It says Poseidon on there, I'm pretty sure. It's Saint Seiya Sanctuary, something like that. This thing is amazing. Just look at all of the detail on those columns. The paintwork is spectacular. I mean, everything about this is so cool. I love the colors that you used throughout. I mean, look at the little dome there. Wow, this is amazing. How in the world did you do this? So you can see there's some coral reef and whatnot there. This is super cool. The detail on here is amazing. I love that blue color for the door. It is so good looking. Everything about this is just so epic. So great job. Next, coming from Kraken's Customs, this thing is very well done. I love the bricks, very different style of bricks than what we typically see, and I really like it. You do see buildings with this kind of color variation in the bricks sometimes, and I really like it. And what I really like even more is the interior is made to be a renovation, and it looks so good. It actually looks like they've been working on drywall. You've got the mud, and it's almost ready for a coat of paint. This is super cool. Let's see, in another commission, all wrapped, almost forgot showcase work, present you an unfinished storefront office. This is really cool. It's very creative, and I love the drywall that you did on here. It looks so good. It's just unique, and I love when you guys kind of step outside of the box and try something different, and when it works, it really does work. And this thing, I think, is working very, very well. So awesome job. This one's coming from Hepburnicus, and they're saying it's done, detail shots, yada. This thing is amazing. I'm pretty sure this is 1/35th scale. Let's see, it's HO scale, I think, which I think puts it around 1/35th scale. It's like an observatory slash this little cottage sort of house thing, and then they've got a little like weather balloon or something there. There's so many cool little things. This plateau like cliff is awesome looking. Just everything about this is so cool. It's so unique. It's so different from what I've seen, and I just love what you did here. The paintwork on the observatory really looks good. It looks like it is made out of copper, where you've got some of the greenish corrosion on there. The grass looks so realistic. And then if we look in at some of these closer up pics, this is to be like wooden planks for the catwalk stairway going up the face of the cliff side. And just look at the detail on this building. Those bricks with the mortar looks perfect. Your grass and moss, everything looks so incredible. I am so impressed with the level of skill on this piece. I mean, there's just so many cool details that there's just not enough time to go through it all. So amazing work on this piece. This next one's coming from 1/6 Shooter, showing what they've been working on lately. And this is a really cool looking diorama. And what I really want to focus in on is going to be probably in the next, no, it's right here. Look at the realism of these stones. It really actually looks like realistic stone. You have done a great job with your paintwork. The moss work on here is amazing looking. These are magnetized, these columns, so you can take them off and put them back on again if you need to. And look at that. This is the picture that I was thinking of. That really looks like authentic real stone. Amazing work. I mean, the skill set, you guys are just killing it every week with the skill that you guys are bringing to your dioramas. It is absolutely amazing. So great job. This one's coming from Jeffrey Adamski, and it is a Star Wars diorama. Obviously, it's the snow scene, Empire Strikes Back. This thing is really cool. I like the detail that you've got to make it look like this is just carved out of a mountain of snow for this diorama piece. It looks super cool. It's fun to see what people come up with for their different Star Wars dios. I'm wondering if some of this is 3D printed and then some of it is hand sculpted. I like these little tube-like things that you've got on the walls. That is a nice touch. So great job on this piece. It is really looking good. Next, coming from MT Dio Art, this is an absolutely epic display. I mean, there's each shelf is its own diorama, but it all comes together into one full display of their Masters of the Universe display pieces. I mean, this is so incredibly epic. And then you've got He-Man's sword on the ground as a carpet piece or a rug. That is awesome. I'm just mesmerized by this piece. It is so cool. It's such a great way to be able to take your boring old shelves and turn it into a complete display, and that's exactly what they've done here, and I am so incredibly impressed. The lighting on here is perfect. You can see some mint on card ones on the left here. This is just so cool. I would love to have a, display room that I could do something like this in. It's so cool. Next, coming from Queens, New York Figures. Haven't seen anything from you in a little bit. Good to see you here. It is a, what are we calling this? It's like a warehouse loading dock area. Very nice looking piece. It looks like it is likely sold already. Lots of great details throughout here and lots of space to be able to put up different scenes to take some pictures. You're going to get lots of different angles that you can take your shots with, and I am really digging it. So great job on this piece. Alright, so this next one is coming from Diorama. Let's go ahead and play this. I'm not going to record the sound from this because I'll probably get copyrighted, but this is absolutely amazing. It is obviously the NECA Super Shredder with the 90s movie Turtles. Just look at the detail on the back there. That looks so good. Your timbers, everything looks awesome. The corrugated steel, and then the presentation of the diorama, of course, is so cool. And you threw in some motion with the action figures, which is so fun. There's some smoke, it's just so cool. You presented it awesomely. The construction of this diorama is so good. I love the little light in the background there. It's just I absolutely love this. And check this out. Boom, and he's gone. This is amazing. You did a great job. Thank you so much for submitting this. It is just a fun diorama piece. This next one's coming from Pikasawi. I'm not sure if I got that even remotely close to correct. I'm not sure what all of this is what we're looking at. I'm pretty certain this is a diorama. I saw it and was intrigued, and I wanted to share it because it looks so cool. I don't know what all of this is practicals and what is maybe photoshopped in. I'm guessing the smoke is photoshopped in and possibly the sky background is also photoshopped in, but I am really impressed with this piece. It looks like there must be some 3D printing. Not sure if all of these buildings are 3D printed or not. That is my guess. So I think that this is probably a Warhammer size piece, but I'm really impressed with it. The paintwork on here is super cool. I love the lighting. Again, I would love to know what all of this is naturally done, so if you happen to watch this episode, give us some details as to a little bit more about this piece. Next up is coming from Oxygen Toys. I don't know if I got that right. It's an industrial diorama for 6-inch, so 1/12 scale figures. Really nice looking piece. It's a one wall, one ground piece, and it looks awesome. It's a great way to be able to display your figures. Some nice paint apps on this door, the roll-up door. Unique sort of ring around the door with the traditional brick. Same with this door. Don't see that very often, and I always go back to I like seeing things that are different. It's fun to see different designs, different artistic impressions of buildings. I I think you did a really good job with this. I like the little columns on the sides. That definitely frames it in very nicely. It's a great way to be able to take a diorama, put it up on the shelf, and then have a bunch of other dioramas up on the shelf, and these columns frame it in so that you can see this is one piece, and then the other dioramas are their own pieces, so that you can kind of tell that they're not meant to be together, but then they can also be used to kind of bring multiple dios together. So it's very cool. You did a great job with all of this. Here's a nice work in progress pic, so really well done. Next, coming from Rhino Dioramas, as always, go check out rhinodioramas.com. Follow them on Instagram. If you have 3D printing needs and or diorama needs, hit them up. This is a 1/6 scale Mustafar stand for sale. It's really cool looking. I love the lights that you've got on here. It's just very, very nicely done. He always does great paint, great sculpt, great 3D printed items. So hit him up if this is something you're interested in. Make sure that you're following them, because again, they do a lot of really, really great work. This next one's coming from Johnny Simpleton. Good to see you posting your work. This is a really cool piece. It is a really, really small scale. I'm pretty certain maybe it's even smaller than 1/35th scale. I'm not sure, because I'm not really familiar with these little characters, and it actually looks like this is some sort of guitar or something next to it. I'm not sure. I need to know a little bit more. So, Johnny Simpleton, when and if you watch the show, which I know you do, you're a big supporter, let us know a little more in the comments about this. What is all of this? I'm not familiar. Are these those little mini, like, micro figures? I've seen a lot of like high-end photographers doing these micro scenes with these little tiny things. They're like close to an inch or like 2 centimeters tall or whatever, and I'm wondering if this is kind of what that is. Paintwork, sculpt work on this is super cool. He always takes all these little bits and bobs and whatnot and puts them together into these amazing pieces. His paintwork is phenomenal. So yeah, great job. I can't wait to see from you even more, and if you can kind of fill us in a little bit more about what these guys are, I would love to know. This one's coming from DJ's Diorama. It looks to be a warehouse and armory sort of display piece. Kind of gives me a Punisher sort of feel, where you've got the little pegboard for the weapons here. It's kind of like a little loft that he takes a ladder up, or I guess I'm assuming it's for Punisher. It could be for anybody. But I really like this, and I love these windows. Those look really, really nice. Great lighting throughout here. Your bricks, all of it looks awesome. Punisher, that's why because I remember seeing the picture of him. You really did a nice job on this. I can't wait to see more from you. You're another one of those that has been dedicated to posting and supporting the show, so I thank you very much, and great job on yet again another great piece. This one is coming from Devil's Details Dioramas, and it is a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle sewer dio. Let's go ahead and play the video while we talk. I love this circle for the tunnel entry. That looks awesome. It looks like that just cycles through that. We got some cool details with some different power boxes and conduit and whatnot, some lights in here, which is awesome. Let's get through some more of these pictures, because as we get further out, we can see what all of this is and some more of the detail. You can see some nice paintwork on here, especially on the corrugated sheet metal there. That looks awesome. Here we're getting a little bit wider scene to be able to see that there is one room here that opens up into this room. I really like this little, it must have been like a boarded up window sort of thing. Well, it's in the sewer, so it would be a hole of some sort that they boarded up, and now they've got some posters and whatnot on there, which is really cool. Let's see what this video does. Oh, no, very short. Yeah, the paintwork on this wall really looks nice. It looks really good. I love the archway, and then the bricks start getting thinner and broken out, which is kind of cool. That's a nice touch. So great job. This one's coming from Mista C5050. They posted a few dioramas and I figured I would showcase this one. It is really, really impressive. I love the timbers that you've got here, and look at this, look close. There is some sort of nail spike something there, which is very, very cool to see that attention to detail. My guess is that this is just a little like finishing nail of some sort that you used. Let me know if I'm right. I don't know. I feel like that's what it's got to be. You've got a bunch more here. Some people use just those little, they're like little crafting embellishment discs. They're tiny little things, and that could be it as well. Or it could be something completely different. Really digging on these stones. These look real. Are they actually real, or did you paint them up? Very, very nice job. I mean, the paintwork on here is super cool. I love the kind of cobblestone sort of pathway here. The grasses and debris and whatnot looks really good. It's very, very natural looking. This little symbol here above looks awesome. Cool little X. I don't know anything about Kratos or anything, so I don't know if this is a God of War sort of thing. I'm guessing it is, but I don't know enough. I don't know anything about it, so let me know in the comments below if I'm even remotely close to any of the things that I guessed on. But you really, okay, those stones are handmade. That is amazing. Your paintwork, amazing. You did a great job. See, I need to just make sure I get through all the pictures, and then some of my questions are answered, so awesome job. This one is coming from Lessimis, I'm not sure, but what do we got? It's a Assassin's Creed display piece, and I really like what you did here. It's essentially like, not like a boardwalk, but it's a harbor sort of pathway that you've got some stairways down, a stairway down to a little platform here, which some sort of getaway boat could be at or whatever. Love the algae that you've got along here where the water line has gone down a little bit. It's just a really cool looking piece, and I hadn't noticed this street lamp at first. This is really nice looking. I've been looking for a street lamp that I could 3D print, and all of the free print plans out there are just kind of cruddy, so maybe I need to just go buy some, because this is really nice looking. You did a great job with the paintwork on here. The sculpt is looking awesome, so really well done. Next up, this is coming from Diorama Boy. Always does amazing work. I always love the lighting. I love the accessories that you throw in there, the graffiti, and this is yet again another really, really solid piece that I am very impressed with. You put out a lot of work very quickly as well, which is fun to see. I wish that I could put out that much work, but great job again on a really nice piece. This next one is coming from Virtual Oneer. It is a Godzilla toy display, and I am a sucker for Godzilla. I love the I love the character, I guess, if you were going to call it that. This piece is amazing. And I think you've posted some of this before. I just really like it, so I'm not going to spend a lot of time on it. But the display is so cool to have this cityscape all damaged and whatnot. And take a look at this picture. That is super cool. Really fun. So great job. This one is from Mayron Studios. It is a Black Panther display piece. It is for sale. DM them if you are interested. I really like the moss that you added in here. It's a great way to be able to break up some of the I don't want to call it monotony, but the single color of gray. So having that green on there is very, very nice to be able to do that. Obviously, it doesn't have to just be Black Panther on here. It's a really nice looking display piece. So great job on that. Next, coming from Ricky's Creative Corner, this is, let's see, it is a miniatures cathedral, used foam board, rods, crown molding, etc. This is a really nice looking piece. I think you did a great job on it. I love the paintwork. It is kind of old and dank kind of feeling, which I think is what we are looking for, and I really dig that. So here's a work in progress, or several works in progress pics. You just did a really nice job on this. This next one's coming from Woodward Custom Dio. It is a throne for the Punisher. Let's go ahead and play the video. I really like this. It is very creative. It is very fun. I like that there's a little roof piece that you've got a little light above, which is kind of flickering a little bit, which gives it some nice ambiance. And the really cool part about this is the blood flow that is going through the cracks. That is sinister. And of course, Punisher would have a throne like this. Very, very cool looking piece. Alrighty, we are at the end of yet another awesome showcase. Thank you to everybody who participated submitting dioramas. Make sure you also stay till the end to watch the slideshow of the dioramas that I wasn't able to include. This week was particularly difficult to choose what dios to showcase and what to put in the slideshow. It's getting harder every single week, so thank you to everybody who participates, but we're not quite done yet. We need to reveal my top 5, and you'll get your chance to vote for your favorite on the community tab on my channel. And my top 5 are the Aliens Dio by the Shadow Gallery 718, the Masters of the Universe Display Room by MT Dio Art, the Medieval Armory Dio by Lupus Imperator, the Saint Seiya Dio by Kaio Dioramas, and the Observatory Dio by Hepburnicus. Again, make sure you go to the community tab on my channel after you're done watching the show and vote for your favorite, and I will reveal the winner next week. Alrighty, there you have it, folks. I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and the bell notification if you haven't already. Share the video out with as many people as you can, especially those other dio creators that you know aren't using the hashtag yet. We'd love to be able to showcase some new creators every week, so getting that word out always helps. And I will see you next week.